What is up, guys? You are with me, Hakim, and this is actually my first ever review, my first ever tech review. And from that, I actually want to review something which I actually use daily, which is this little guy, which is basically just the Ticwatch E. Yeah, got it. Alright. So the Ticwatch E is actually, it's made by this company called Mobvoi. Mobvoi is a company from China. They started out with a Kickstarter campaign, if I'm not mistaken, and then they proceeded, by making these watches, and this is actually one of them, the E. They also have the S and also the Pro or something like that. Yeah, this is the entry level one, the E. It actually comes in two colors, black and also white. Now, okay, this band is actually not exactly, it doesn't come with the thing. It's actually something I bought online. Alright, so got that out of the way. Now we are going to the specs of it for a little bit. This is actually powered by a 1.2 gigahertz dual core processor, and it has 4 gigabytes of onboard storage with 512 megabytes of RAM, and also it's an AMOLED display actually for the screen. And we're gonna start off with the how it looks actually as a watch. As you can see, the thickness of it, can you see that? Okay, the thickness of it is something like an actual watch, in the sense that it's not too thick. If you guys actually like watched browsed on the net for these sort of watches, what you can see is that it's actually some of them are quite thick. So this is actually good size, good watch size. It doesn't feel like a tech product. That's the key point you can take away from this. It actually feels like a watch, especially if you change the bands and all that. The thing is that it comes with like the silicone rubber strap, which actually you can change. And in terms of like how it looks, it's like a watch. And here's the good part about all of this is that if you guys are familiar with Android Wear, you guys are familiar with the Moto 360. Now the thing about the Moto 360 is that although it's a very beautiful round watch, is that it has that little chin. No chin, just full-on watch face, and that's great. The thing about the Moto 360, the thing that made me sort of don't want to buy it is basically it's because of that chin, because it still has that how to say that tech product feel rather than an actual watch. Now back to the Ticwatch E. Now, as you can see from the screen, we shall start with the screen. On the screen just now, right? That's under direct sunlight. This varies from where you are, because the thing is that I tried it in Malaysia, and under direct sunlight, what usually happens is that you can't really see it. Under direct sunlight, if you're talking about like really afternoon, like 1 p.m, under direct sunlight, unless you increase the brightness, we're not going to see much from this. If you like to put it like in the medium or low sort of brightness. But indoors is great. Indoors you can see it, and you have that what do you call it, that very beautiful screen in there. I mean, under direct sunlight, I'm not gonna recommend it, but throughout the parts of the day, let's say like around late afternoon or like somewhere in the evening, should still be fine, or early in the morning, so it should still be okay. Right, so let's talk about battery life. Alright, so the thing about this battery life, it's dependent on how much notifications you have and what's your settings. These two reasons. The reason is because one of it is that this thing has its own like Wi-Fi receiver inside, and also it has Bluetooth for you to connect and pair it with your phone and all that. And if you turn on all the things like Wi-Fi, location, it also has location for the GPS and all that. If you turn on the Wi-Fi, turn on location and stuff like that, and plus the Bluetooth and also the always on screen, you'll be getting like less than a day's worth of battery life. As simple as that. And the how you get more battery life out of this is mainly how you gotta turn off. It's like using your phone. You have to turn off certain things to make the battery last a bit longer, and same applies with the Ticwatch E. You gotta turn off your location, you gotta turn off your Wi-Fi, and also, pro tip, if you're using Google Maps, turn it off. As in the notification that gets into here, it actually gives you that freedom in a sense that you can actually pick which notifications can actually come to your watch, which is actually really great, because you can actually gauge on like which apps actually eat up more battery through their notifications, and then like you can turn it off. For example, like the one I gave just now, which is the Google Maps. So with all of that, you turn off all of the things. You get like minimum to no notifications. I mean, not minimum to no, we're talking about like an average, I don't know, your average texter kind of thing. Daily basis, you can get roughly around like a full day. I wouldn't say it will go up to 2 days. I would say this thing needs a charge daily. The reason why I say that is because usually at the end of it, like right now, we have hold up. Yeah, my watch is actually about to die, so I gotta like charge it before it dies and all that. And that's the thing about the watch. This might turn off some people. I do have to say that this might turn off some people, mainly because a watch is unlike a smartphone. A watch is more of a more traditional kind of product, in the sense that when people buy watches, they actually expect them to last, their batteries to last, I don't know, like more than a day. I mean, like a day is just too abysmal for them. But if you take it as a tech product, yeah, you gotta charge it every day and stuff like that. But if you're coming from a more traditional watch wearer sort of, if you're coming from that sort of background, you're not gonna like what you're gonna experience with this. The daily charges and all that, and also the tilt to weight thing. It's a hit and miss every now and then. So for traditional people, I mean, like for people who actually use like the older watches, this might be a bit of a it's a bit of a learning curve. I mean, like it takes a bit of getting used to of the idea of charging your watch every single day. Now, in comparison, if you have like one of those health bands, maybe those things are a bit more longer in terms of battery life. When you have like I don't know, around 4 days, 5 days and such. This thing, not like that. You need to at least to charge it like once a day, and that's the thing. That might be a key takeaway for a lot of people, because as I said, people sort of expect that watches to last longer, and this being more of a tech product than although I did say that it's more like, feels like a watch, but it still functions like a tech product. So that is going to be a problem to a lot of people. So that is one key point to actually look at. Should I recommend this? Do I recommend this to people? Again, if you're coming from a more traditional sort of like, you wear a traditional watch, old school style watch, maybe this thing is not for you, mainly because of the battery life, because some folks might be a bit surprised at how much battery life you can get. But for people who are willing to sort of like make do with all of the sort of shortcomings with, especially in terms of the battery life, this is actually a really good product. Because one, it does what it's supposed to do, and it does it well. Mainly notifications, because although I did say that it eats up battery life and all that, but the main point of this is that the reason why it eats up that battery life is because it's that good, in the sense that whatever notifications that you get on your watch, whatever notifications that you get on your phone, you get it on your watch. So basically, like, everything that goes to your phone goes to the watch. You also have things like where Google allows you to actually manage your notifications in terms of like what you can actually get on your wrist and all that, which is actually a welcoming feature as well. And because of those things, I would actually totally recommend it to people. It's also water resistant, for all those like quite how to say, very active people and all that. I would actually recommend it because besides from that, it also has things like heart rate tracking and all that, monitoring and all that. So for the fitness junkie, it's it's quite recommended at its price point. So yeah, that's my review for the Ticwatch E. And do like, share and subscribe and all that good stuff if you like what you see. This is actually my first review, so I'm still trying out, but there you go. That's my thoughts on the Ticwatch E, and I see you guys soon.